Today's January 19th, 2022. I just did a piece, which again, I really hate being dragged in. I really don't like arguing. I don't like arguing. I don't like animosity. I don't like confrontation. I don't like fighting. I am not one of those people. Ever, ever, ever. It makes me high amounts of anxiety to even think that I'd be dragged into such a thing. But here we are in my quiet couch potato position in an alien arena. I'm sorry, in a human arena with an alien and monster, spiritual, whatever I know I'm being withheld from for reasons I'm not quite sure. I can only assume it's humans that are the problem, and with ear things. Alright, so now today, same day, I had shown a different program. I separated them. It wasn't at first, but it was just the way the epilogue or monologue went for me at the moment for my protection of myself, which existentially, I know a cosmological constant is I have to stay wiffle ball with holes with my hand towards my chest and wait to be addressed by my more important half that for some reason walked me to the door in 1993, and then I don't know what happened after that. Alright, so 502, this is something called the Drew Barrymore Show. She's a human, she's a celebrity human. She's had an extensive acting career, but I don't know the details of her human importance. Let's see, it says pivoting, and then it's got a couple of whatevers. Now, on her show today, the reason why this is important to me is because in our local area in New York, she's apparently taping in New York. I think she grew up in California for whatever importance that is. Now, in New York, when you bring the garbage out, they ask for help in this program called Recycle. Recycle, reuse, so it's a renewable source, whatever. It creates jobs, it creates job function, a different process that the humans get involved in, keeps them out of trouble, keeps them busy. Got it. Okay. So, the only, and it's not that it's a problem like a complaint, it's just from a real person really in the situation, been asked to do this function, tried it out. Like, they say, okay, so we're going to recycle, and they put on the garbage can, a blue sign that says glass. But thank God for the people in the education department at sanitation in New York City. At the time it was issued, I don't know who was mayor or in charge of the program, because again, I haven't been following in whatever. I have pictures of what goes on there, of glass, I think glass, metal, plastic, and then there's a paper and something else. Here, then there's the real thing where you look at some of the materials the humans have been using and gave you as a perhaps package of some sort to carry home some other product that you then receive. Like they go through on the television show, like tissue paper. Apparently she uses some word, which again, it eludes me at the moment. I can't remember or recall. I can process it in whatever that is, but I'm unable to bring the word back up because it does not have significance in my monster, alien, whatever. It has some human significance. So anyway, they mentioned something about the tissue paper is made with some kind of weird combination that doesn't fit paper. Even though it's tissue paper, I would have thought it would have gone in paper. That would be my assumption, and then I'd be wrong. So but they've never really, that I've seen, when they introduced the program, again, like with other things, like how do you reach the public so they don't get their part wrong? Best that they did was they said, we're introducing this program, everybody has to be part of it, otherwise you start to get tickets and fines and whatever. Great. Oh, now you got my attention, for Lynn and Lou, because they were here during that time. And they gave out stickers to put on the front, and it was a big thing. And at least there's a sanitation. I mean, they're already going how property to property. They can see who didn't have cans or whatever. That might be a potential, maybe, whatever, in their communication with the city, they're being left out of the conversation. Perhaps a door knock would be a good way to go on whatever's left over after the majority were taken care of. So anyway, I go off of looking at the photos so I don't get my part wrong. But you can't put every single exception on the front of the garbage can. So today she actually had a demonstration, which I thought was really nice, on the teleportation. They made a point of it. I thought it was a nice add in just to prove a point, kind of like a nail into, like, I heard, I don't know, on YouTube, it just said Robert Daygraph. It did not have a doctor or a PhD or a Dutch whatever. It just had two B's in Robert, which was unusual for America, for me to visually see whatever. So I don't know if I'm missing, but again, like, this gets confusing with how to be casual, informal, but no, it's always with respect. Because I don't know the customs of the society, because he seems to be very informed and have a very high level of ability to communicate on really important topics, but I don't know his system and I don't know his organization, and I'm not in a human group that even is anywhere close to his level, so it gets confusing. But he did mention something about sea monsters and how do you know what you don't know? It's part of the Dutch culture, which I was like, wow, that is really interesting. So they would understand. They'd be understanding. That was actually really comforting last night on Lost Tribes, and not knowing how to reach out and to whom within the tribe one can trust. Being that I've been in this untrustworthy situation since my arrival.
Please welcome Drew Barrymore.
And only untrustworthy based on the results of where my 43-year-old is standing. Ugh, it went to the beginning, hold on. On the Drew Barrymore show, this is where it says everybody pays Yellowstone, and it's Paramount Network. It's a crow, and then it's this symbol, this artwork symbol, which I know is uber important in certain whatever, and whatever.
Late to this part.
She said she's late to the party. Again, I haven't, that's just a poster, with some symbolic message that I've seen and I've caught. While I absolutely love the cinematography of what they've done in Montana, or I believe they say it's Montana. But again, I don't know exactly what state it was, whatever. Because again, I don't follow the real life producer, directors, whatever. I'm not part of that culture or their whatever society. And then there's what they portray on just the teleportation device, which may be a different cinematography, like location. Like in the teleportation device, it might say Montana, but in actuality, when they filmed it, they could have been in a different state. I wouldn't know the difference because I haven't been able to view real life or travel in that way. But that's a whole nother set of monster and alien importance in non-importance, but at some level it's important type of fact.
This show because you recommend it.
Well, and if you go on